Okay, my name is Chef Coco. I'm here at the Austin Town Hall Park District and doing another food demo for the series of West Side Farmers Markets that we have. The city of Chicago has decided to put 5 different farmers markets here on the west side to bring the fresh, locally produced produce to you so you can partake in it. We also have a link program where if you spend up to $10 with your link card, you can get another $10 worth of the link coupons, which will allow you to spend $10 more at any of the farmers markets location, at any of the vendors who are there. So we're trying to really spread the word about the fresh produce and farmers markets over here on the south side. So they brought me in to do food demos to show you all how you can cook some of this stuff real quick and easy. So the first thing I'm going to do is a shrimp and pasta salad. Normally I do my fruit salad first because I want it to sit before I do the pasta. But today I'm going to do the pasta first because I want it to sit and season before we get the fruit salad done. So this particular dish has tomatoes, cucumbers, fresh basil, the pasta, Parmesan, and some secret seasoning. So I'm going to cut my tomatoes as always. You're going to go for a flat surface. The reason you want a flat surface, it's safer to work with. Makes it easier, or should I say harder, for you to cut yourself. These are going to be rather medium-sized chunks on the tomato today. I've been cutting things a little smaller because we've had just a different kind of mouthfeel and ingredients that we're working with. But today we have a larger pasta. I'm going to be adding shrimps, so we want this to be somewhat a medium chunky size. You can also ask me questions about anything about food while I'm cooking. It doesn't have to be about this particular dish. If you have any kind of food questions, if I can answer it, I will. So we've got our tomatoes in there. One of the things you always want to do is clean as you go. Makes it easier for you later. This is my cucumber. This is actually a pickling cucumber. I wanted to do something a little different, so I bought these cucumbers because they're not as hard on your digestive system. Their skin is a lot thinner than the regular cucumbers that we're used to. And that's simply because eventually somebody's going to make them into a pickle. Now, you have 2 ways that you can deal with it. You can cut this in half and just cut it and leave the seeds in it. Or if you want to cut some of the seeds out, just so you don't have too many, go like that. Seeds are out, cut down the center, and then cut your medium-sized chunks. So we're going to have 1/2 without the seeds, 1/2 with the seeds. Cucumbers, like all fruit and veggies, are made of abundance of fiber and water. Fruit has more sugar than a vegetable does, but those are the 3 major ingredients in all of your fruits and your veggies. Fiber, water, and sugar at one level or another. Of course, it's less in veggies than it is in fruit. So we've got our cucumber in there. I think I want just a little more, because now this is a very hearty salad. A number of the other salads I've made are good as a side salad. This particular salad is good as a meal, all right? Because we're going to go ahead and add our protein. We've got our carb, which is our pasta, and then we have our veggies, and of course our seasonings. So I added just a little bit more cucumbers, and what's next? Oh, I need my glasses. Maybe that's what's next. Okay, let me cut my basil. This is fresh basil, not from my garden this time. My basil isn't up yet. My oregano is, but my basil isn't. And basil is just, this is the fresh herb of the basil that you would find dried in the spice column in the store. This is just the fresh counterpart. The way you cut the basil is you take the larger leaves, lay them on top of each other, and sort of just, as they get smaller, just keep putting them in on top of each other. Now, I'm going to roll this up, and this cut that I'm fixing to do is called chiffonade. It's really a julienne cut but because I'm cutting something green and leafy, we changed the terminology to chiffonade. Now once I get these same little strips that those who've been coming have seen me do on carrots and all sorts of other things, I'm going to turn it around because I want little small pieces, small chop on my basil. Okay, let's put the basil in. Yeah, I think that's enough. Any food questions from the audience? No questions? All right. Let me put my pasta in.
What are you making?
Oh, this is a shrimp and pasta salad. I forgot one extra ingredient, which isn't on the recipe. But because the store I went to today had corn real cheap, and I thought about the drought and stuff and saying, maybe next year this time corn won't be so cheap. I decided to get corn to put into this particular dish. Now all you have to do is get all the silk off, as much of the silk off as you can. I'm going to cut this bottom off because I don't want it. And then, to get more of the silk off, I'm just going to swish it around in the water. This water is clean. I haven't put anything in it yet, except the corn. Now I'm just going to wipe it off to try to get the extra silks off, as many as possible. And then still use the same towel to wipe down my cutting board. Always think of cleaning as you go along. Just hold your corn cob up. This corn is going to be raw in this salad, but once you taste it, you're going to realize you don't have to cook corn. It's sweet. This little corn right here is going to be as sweet as the corn that you boil up and cook. Believe me, you're going to enjoy it. When I said we're putting it in here raw, I saw those noses go, ooh. Believe me, you will enjoy it. So don't pick the corn out. That's what I'm trying to tell you when you get the salad. Don't pick the corn out. Go ahead and be bold. Taste it. All right, my corn is in. Now I'm going to put my pasta in. And I've forgotten the name of this particular pasta, but as you see, it's cut a little bit different than the penne and the mastacholi and elbow macaroni and spaghetti. It's a long ziti. Zitis are like this shape, but they're small. They're cut about that size. This is a longer version, but I don't know the actual name. Okay, let me put a little bit more in. Come on, pasta! Stop fighting me. Or fighting the bag, I should say. All right, there you go. Now, season it a little bit. I bought new salt and pepper shakers. This is a sea salt, and I'm grinding. Gotta grind it rather than just, those shake, shake, shake kind. And same thing with the pepper. Fresh cracked pepper is the way to go if you can. If you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. But if you can, this is how you want your black pepper. Bless your dear heart. And I'm glad you turned your face. A little granulated garlic on this. And my secret seasoning is this particular brand of Salad Supreme. It's going to bring a lot of flavor to this dish. It's going to punch it up. Going to add a little color. Now, the last thing I'm going to add is an Italian dressing. Any kind that you want to use, your favorite brand, low fat, no fat, that once again is your choice. But that's what we're going to put in this salad. One last thing that's going to go in, but I need to mix this first. It's a shrimp and pasta salad. But as you see, there are no shrimp here yet. I got to mix it real good. Get all these seasonings in. Now the reason I'm making this first is normally you would make this salad and put it in the refrigerator for at least an hour. Okay? But we don't have an hour to wait today. So I'm mixing it first. Gonna put my shrimp in. Mix it again and then cover it. Woo! And let the little flavors come together while I'm making our melon and our berry salad. Because I always try to make 2 different salads or 2 different kind of side dishes. Oh my goodness, that looks so good. Let me taste. Because the chef always has to taste their food before they serve it to people. Number 1 rule. I just decided I'm not sharing. Y'all can handle it. No, I'm telling a lie. It's really good. Let me cover it. Keep these little funny looking bugs away from it until I get the fruit salad ready. Okay?
It's another salad that you
Got another salad coming, baby.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, wow.
I think she likes salads.
Hey.
Me too.
Well, it's
We have-
summertime. You
we
know,
have
we
some
don't need
for
a lot of
lunch.
heavy stuff. And I want you to try it at home. If I make this stuff too hard, you ain't gonna try this at home. You're gonna be trying. That was too hard. It was good, but it was too good.
My
I ain't
mom
got
know how
enough
to make-
time.
She got a cooking book.
Oh, good. A cooking book. That's good. So that's done. My next salad is called a berry melon salad. Now, the reason I named it that is because I want you to use any melon that you want, and I want you to use any berries that you want. The melon I'm using today this is actually a honeydew. Now, honeydews don't come in that color. Yes, they do. Once again, flat surfaces. My curve cut. Ooh. Come in, around, and down. In, around, and down. In, around, and down. And then my last little piece of rind. Now, this is an easy way to cut your melons when you're trying to get to the inside and make different chunks. Now, if you're just going to cut a wedge and take the seeds out and eat it, that's the best way to do that. But if you want to cut all this into wedges, the best way to do that is to peel it the way you saw.
What kind of melon is this?
Yes, all melons have seeds except this is a golden honeydew.
Okay.
The only melons that don't have seeds are those that are genetically modified. You don't want those, which means that they have put different kind of melons and other stuff together so that when you open and it's time for you to eat it, you don't have to be bothered with a seed. Well, seeds are good for something. They grow the next generation of what it is you're eating. So as much as you can, look for food that has seeds in it. But we've gotten used to seedless grapes. So just remember, if it doesn't have a seed, it came out of a laboratory, didn't come out the ground as we know it. They can make it come out of ground, but it's a different kind of deal. Turning it around to get my chunks. Once again, those of you who've been here before have seen this move. I think it's a good one. This melon, I think, is just going to be so sweet. Go around this way. And I'm showing you these different salads because what I find is that sometimes when you cut your fruit up and put something else with it, you'll eat more of it than just taking an apple and eating, you know, or taking a banana and eating. Whenever I have some sort of fruit salad, inevitably I eat a bit more. And anything you can do to make yourself eat more fruit and veggies, I ain't mad at. Ooh, this melon smells good. Oh, it's gonna be sweet. I can just tell from smelling it. Oh my God. Okay, my melon's cut. I chose blueberries for this particular one. And I've already rinsed and washed them at home. So I'm gonna put my blueberries in. Okay. Then hazelnut. You know, we're gonna have another little flavor in there and texture. And some cashews. Nuts. Different kind of peanut. Okay. Now, one more thing I'm gonna put in, different flavor, different texture, is a dried fruit. I've been driving them crazy with cranberries around here. I've added cranberries to a couple of things I've done. So I didn't want to do dried cranberries today. I have dried strawberries. Yeah. Here, you take one. Come on, my little itty bitties, come on. Okay. Come on, you too. Y'all the next itty bitties. How's that taste? Tastes like a strawberry? All it is a regular strawberry. It's been allowed to dry out. And all its natural sweetness is just intensified. I have to cut them down because they're still in the shape of the strawberries and we don't want them that large. We just want a hint when you chew down into it. How y'all like them dried strawberries?
Good.
Good! Good! Okay. A couple of more dried strawberries. Wow. And I think this last cut is going to be it. All right, here comes the rain once again. All right, adding just a little honey. Now this honey really isn't necessary because the melon is so sweet. But if you happen to get a melon that's not as sweet as this one, then you want to add just a little honey, okay? So we're gonna mix this together. We have our two salads. Our pasta shrimp salad with fresh corn added. Our melon berry salad with dried strawberries added. I thank you all very much for watching my demo. You are able and allowed to serve yourself. And as soon as I put the plates and the forks and the napkins up,
You ain't done already.
please help yourself.
You ain't done already.
I'm like that, Jonathan.
Really?
Thank you so much for watching my demo today. Anybody learned something they didn't know before? There you go. My job is done. Thank you.
Feed me.
Sound like the Venus flytrap in Little House of Horrors, huh? Feed me.
Feed me, Seymour.
Feed me.
I learned that you can use a whole lot of different stuff to make salad.
There you go. There you go. Okay. Let me put the spoons in there as soon as I get these forks out. Let's use this spoon for that salad. And we'll use this spoon for that salad. All right, help yourself. Seconds. Because Chef Coco don't take nothing home. Take no food home once I cook it or fix it. Good. Oh, here, you need your plate. Oh, you gonna put it in there? Okay, there you go. All right. Oh, you gonna put that on top of it? All right, I ain't scared of you, honey.
Where Trayvon at?
Right, now he's gone. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You have a great day.
Well, good, good. Come on, help yourself. Uh-huh. And it just pops, sneaks up on you, don't it? Good. Come on, SMG. Come on, Jonathan.
Make sure the kids ain't first.
You love it. Oh, that's the best compliment I got all day, except when my husband told me he loved me, but that's a good one.
Tear. A single solitary tear rolled down my cheek.
Okay, good. I'm just trying to,
I love the fact that she uses cashews because I love cashews.
All right.
Thought you should know that. Now what is this?
I'll
Like
remember
shredded
that.
in here?
Coconut.
Coconut. See, you almost had me. Then you tell me coconut.
Oh, you don't do
I
coconut?
hate coconut.
No.
I'll try it.
Yeah, so that's all you got to do. All right,
Those
here we
drops.
go. Huh?